Tonight, the family of a British national who died in St. Lucia counters claims that they trespassed onto a restricted area of the John Compton Dam. An alleged case of arson has warranted the St. Lucia Fire Service to speak out against the practice and keeping the La Rose tradition alive. The details of these stories and more are coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Friday the 30th of August 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow Channel 117, also being simulcast on Kiss FM. You can log on to our website. It's www.caribbeanhottv.com or watch on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The family of Martin Ellis, a British national who died in St. Lucia, are expressing thanks to St. Lucians who assisted the family during and in the aftermath of the incident that claimed Ellis's life. They are also countering claims that they accessed a restricted area without clearance when Ellis met his demise at the John Compton Dam.
We as a company at Wasco are deeply saddened by news of the death of a foreign national who apparently died at one of our facilities on Friday. Apparently we received the news late Friday afternoon about this incident. What we were informed is that Mr. Martin Ellis and his 3 sons gained access to our facility at the John Compton Dam. Of course, you know that work is currently ongoing at that facility. We have both phase 1 and phase 2 of the rehabilitation exercise taking place simultaneously. And these 4 individuals gained access into the facility without getting the requisite clearance before doing so. Well, our policy for visiting the dam is that you must be accompanied by Wasco personnel if you want to visit the area.
Following a suspected case of arson in the Bossejou community, the St. Lucia Fire Service is speaking out against the practice of setting fires. Officials say the deliberate act of setting property on fire for any reason can not only cause severe harm to property owners and nearby properties, but can also lead to injury or even death to firefighters who are tasked with fighting the blaze.
The element of fire, though useful, can cause major damage to life and property when played with. Assistant Divisional Officer in the St. Lucia Fire Service Department, David Antoine, expresses concern over the alleged case of arson in the community of Bossejou. Antoine says the act of arson is punishable by law.
Arson is the deliberate burning of one's property for maybe insurance gain or benefits, and it is a practice that is punishable by law. It's a very serious practice because in doing so you could not only destroy a property, but you can destroy lives. You could get injured yourself. Persons in the vicinity of that fire taking place can get injured as well. And even the responding fire personnel too can get injured in an incident like that where fire has been deliberately set to a property.
Though the act of arson may be committed for insurance purposes, Antoine says in his professional capacity he has yet to come across any such instance in St. Lucia.
I have not, but again, when we do respond to any fire, what ensues is an investigation to determine the cause and the origin. Although we may have an idea that it is a case of arson, but that is something that has to be taken to the court of law and proven that it was actually a case of arson for persons to at least feel the full brunt of the law when it comes to an incident like that.
Moreover, Antoine notes, initiatives geared towards the youth have been carried out to ensure full comprehension about the dangers of fire.
We have the fire prevention department that is constantly involved in visiting the schools and getting involved in programs where they educate persons about the dangers of playing in fires and getting themselves in unwanted situations where fires are involved. Also, we have programs actually, even within the fire service, where, for example, during our anniversaries, we have programs where we invite the public, at least targeting maybe between 5 and 12 years, where persons do their drawing and so on and submit it. And it has to be in the context of fire service, and they are awarded for their good work. So I think there is a lot that we've been doing on that end, involving the very young ones, especially, so that they could be conscious of that, the ills of playing with fires, and so on. So, and again, I must applaud the Fire Prevention Department for having taken those initiatives over the years. And I think it's been yielding good results for us.
As per the criminal code, a person who intentionally or recklessly sets on fire or causes to be set on fire any dwelling house or vessel is liable on conviction of indictment to imprisonment for 15 years. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solaj Alfred.
Elite athletes headed to the National Sports Academy will have to wait till the 9th of September, according to education sources. Information provided to Hot 7 TV identifies construction being carried out at the academy as the cause for the delay in start time.
We are outside the Ministry of Education in a bid to ascertain information about the opening of the National Sports Academy. With school opening on the 2nd of September, our sources tell us the National Sports Academy will not meet the deadline due to construction constraints with retrofitting of the dorms. The National Sports Academy so far has registered 45 students in the field of football, cricket and athletics, all of whom will be residing at the dorms in the school. Our sources say despite the late start, the curriculum still excites them and they're looking forward to the start of the program. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solaj Alfred.
And now for an update on Hurricane Dorian. It strengthened to a Category 3 hurricane Friday and is expected to stay extremely dangerous as it moves near the Bahamas and approaches the Florida coast. Tropical storm conditions are possible in the northwestern Bahamas by Saturday night or Sunday morning, which are then expected to turn into hurricane conditions as the storm gets closer on Sunday. The National Weather Service warned that life-threatening storm surge will raise water levels by as much as 10 to 15 feet above normal tide levels in areas of northwestern Bahamas. Life-threatening surf and rip current conditions are expected as swells are likely to begin affecting the eastern shores of the Bahamas, the Florida East Coast, and the southeastern U.S. over the next few days. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, the transition to the Owen King AU Hospital amps up. Youth are called on to register for the Yatta Showcase and join the stalwarts in Moshi for Laro's celebrations. That and more.